On October 14th, 2025, something big happened. Walmart and OpenAI announced a partnership that could fundamentally change how every single one of us shops online. We're talking about a massive shift away from websites and apps to a future run almost entirely by artificial intelligence. So what does that actually look like? Well, let's get into it.
And really, it all boils down to this one question. Could you do your entire next shopping trip from figuring out what you want to hitting buy inside a single chat window? This isn't just about adding a little chatbot to a website. No, this is about completely tearing up the rulebook for e-commerce.
All right, so first up, let's explore the big vision. What's the promise here? What's the revolutionary idea that has a giant like Walmart so excited?
The whole thing is built around this concept called agentic commerce, and the engine making it all possible? That's the large language model, or LLM. You see, unlike a regular search bar that just matches keywords, an LLM is trained on insane amounts of data to understand context, nuance, what you really mean. So the AI agent goes from just reacting to your search terms to proactively anticipating what you need. It's not a tool anymore, it's an assistant.
And you don't have to take my word for it. Walmart CEO Doug McMillon said it himself. The old days of the search bar and just scrolling through endless lists of stuff, that's about to be history. The vision is for something way more natural, more conversational, and, let's be honest, probably a lot more fun.
But hold on a second. Before we get totally carried away by this shiny new future, we really need to pump the brakes and look back. Because this brilliant idea, it's not exactly new, and its past is basically a graveyard of failed attempts.
I mean, just look at this pattern. It's pretty damning. Meta tried to get instant checkout working on Facebook and Instagram, and they killed it. Google, the king of search, still just sends you off to another website to actually buy anything. And hey, remember asking Alexa to order you more paper towels? Yeah, Amazon shut that whole program down because, well, nobody was using it. The biggest names in tech have all swung at this and missed.
And this quote from industry analyst Rand Fishkin just hits the nail on the head. Is this really solving a problem people have? For most of us, buying something from a site we already know and trust is pretty easy. Our credit card is saved, we get our loyalty points, it just works. So why introduce this new, untrustworthy middleman?
And that brings us to the trust deficit, which is a huge deal. Seriously, imagine you ask an AI to book you a window seat for a flight, and you end up in the middle seat. Who do you yell at? Who's responsible? When there's no clear answer, people are going to be really hesitant to hand over their credit card info to a chatbot.
So, with that history of failure staring us in the face, you have to ask the big question. Why on earth does Walmart think it can succeed where all these tech giants have stumbled? What's different this time?
Well, a big part of the answer lies in the technology itself. The old way of shopping online is totally reactive. You search, it shows you a list. But agentic commerce, powered by these incredibly advanced LLMs, is proactive. It can analyze your past purchases, understand your questions, and actually anticipate what you might need. You stop browsing and you start asking. Discovery and buying something aren't two separate things anymore. They're all part of one seamless conversation.
This quote from Mark Schaefer just captures it perfectly. The real magic of modern LLMs is how well they understand plain old human language. You don't need to guess the right keywords anymore. You can just describe what you're looking for, and the AI basically brings the entire store shelf right into your chat window.
And this is where we get to the core of Walmart's whole strategy. This isn't just about slapping a buy button inside a chat. Not even close. This is about a deep, company-wide transformation with AI at the very center of it.
Just look at how deeply AI is already baked into how Walmart works. They use it to predict what you're going to buy so it's in stock. They use it to figure out the fastest delivery routes. It's sorting packages in their warehouses. Heck, they've given AI assistance to over 75,000 of their corporate employees. They're not just using AI, they're becoming an AI company.
And all this integration, it's already showing real results. Case in point, by using AI in their customer service, Walmart has cut the time it takes to solve a problem by a whopping 40%. That's a huge gain in efficiency. And it's not just about customer support. Take fashion, which is a super complex business. Their AI has helped them slash production timelines by up to 18 weeks. 18! This isn't some gimmick for customers. This is a fundamental change to how their business operates.
But here's the flip side. With all this power comes a really big risk. Rand Fishkin brings up this idea of the Trojan horse. A lot of businesses feel like they got burned by Google.
You know, they became dependent on it, and then Google changed the rules. So the fear is, why would any retailer trust a powerful platform like OpenAI not to do the exact same thing? And that brings us to the final and maybe the most important part of this whole story. Because even with Walmart's massive investment and unique position, there are still some huge hurdles left to clear.
You can really boil it down to 3 giant questions. First, consumer trust. Are people really going to feel confident buying something expensive just from a chat without seeing tons of pictures and reading reviews? Second, business trust. Are other retailers going to join in, or are they going to see this as a threat and fight back? And finally, the big one, data privacy. These AI assistants are going to learn an incredible amount about us.
And that right there is the ultimate question, not just for Walmart, but for every single one of us. As this technology gets woven deeper and deeper into our lives, we have to decide, is the incredible convenience of an AI that knows exactly what we want worth the insane amount of personal data we'll have to give up to get it? That's the real trade-off.